Imagine this. You're deep underwater, the ocean crushing around you, and your ears pick up the faintest, most distorted voice over the submarine intercom. A voice trembling with fear. The last message from a crew trapped below the crushing weight of the sea. The metallic walls groan under pressure, and with every creak, you can almost feel the fear radiating from every corner of the submarine. The voice continues, barely audible, recounting shadows moving outside the portholes, shapes that twist and crawl in ways that defy explanation, as if the darkness itself is alive. The crew speaks hurriedly, panic lacing their words, describing instruments failing, lights flickering, oxygen depleting, and systems shutting down one by one. You can hear the captain gasp for control, his voice cracking under stress, urging his crew to stay calm, while you sense that every command is slipping further from reality. Sonar alarms blare, echoing through the tight metal corridors, mingling with the frantic chatter, the mechanical whirring of failing systems, and the relentless pressure pressing from outside, making each second feel like a lifetime. The engineer's voice cuts in, static-ridden, detailing the increasing cold, the creeping water that threatens to flood compartments, the impossible calculations of survival slipping through their minds as the submarine slowly tilts into the abyss. Every word drips with terror, each phrase weighted with the knowledge that they are not just sinking, they are being swallowed by the ocean, consumed by the unseen and the unknown. Shadows move at the periphery of every vision, shapes you cannot explain, as the crew's coordination falters under the mounting fear and desperation becomes palpable. You hear the muffled screams, the frantic commands, the creaking hull bending under pressure, and the relentless hum of the machinery that is failing faster than they can repair it. Every creak, every shudder of the metal is a reminder that the deep has claimed dominion over them. The communications officer tries to maintain contact, but static and distortion twist each message into fragments of dread, leaving only incomplete warnings and terrified breaths. The oxygen meters dip lower, the temperature drops, and the very walls seem to constrict, a claustrophobic nightmare made tangible, a prison built of steel and water and terror. Every second brings a new wave of psychological horror, the mind of the crew racing, lungs burning for the oxygen that isn't reaching their blood, muscles tightening, the inner ear screaming from pressure, and every thought dominated by the inevitability of their fate. Imagine feeling the weight of thousands of tons of water above you, knowing that at any moment, the hull could give, the metal could shatter, and the darkness outside would become absolute. The captain whispers into the recorder, a final attempt to document, to leave a trace for anyone who might survive, recounting the shadows outside, the water that seeps where it shouldn't, the terrifying sounds of the deep that no human is meant to hear. Panic spreads through the crew, the claustrophobia intensifies, and the desperation to survive is met with the stark reality that nothing inside can counter the ocean's might. The last voice message is punctuated by static and despair, telling of glimpses of the unimaginable, shadows that watch, things that move against natural laws, and the icy grip of fear that no amount of training can overcome. You can feel the tension, the mental strain, the sheer terror that grips every member of the crew as they realize that the submarine is no longer their home, but a tomb, a vessel of terror descending into the abyss. You hear every creak, every groan, every panicked breath, every stifled scream as the crew faces the ultimate unknown, the oppressive weight of the ocean pressing from all sides, the realization of imminent death overwhelming their senses. You imagine the engineer crawling to failed machinery, hands trembling, knowing there is nothing he can do. The captain trying to maintain command, voice shaking, as he relays final instructions that will never reach the surface. Shadows writhe outside, shapes that shouldn't exist, flitting past portholes, moving through the darkness, unseen yet deeply felt. And every sound amplifies the terror. Water creaking, metal twisting, radios crackling with distorted voices that seem to come from nowhere. Panic escalates. Coordination collapses. The vessel tilts, groans, and begins its final descent. And each word from the recording is a testament to the horror they endure. You feel yourself pulled into this nightmare, as if the last messages are not just voices from the past, but invitations to experience the terror firsthand. Every second stretches endlessly. Each breath, each heartbeat, each creak of the metal amplifies the sense of doom. The crew's voices falter, one after another, some whispering, some screaming, some leaving only silence as the darkness of the ocean claims them. The final message breaks through, a mixture of resignation and pure terror. If anyone hears this, know what we faced, know what's down here. And then, nothing. Silence, heavier than the sea itself, envelops the recording, leaving only the echo of human fear captured forever, a warning to anyone who dares listen. Imagine holding this recording, alone, knowing the full weight of its meaning, feeling the pressure of the deep as if it presses upon your chest, the cold creeping into your bones, the terror of the unknown lurking in every sound. Every creak, every sigh, every distorted breath in the audio serves as a reminder of the claustrophobia, the fear, the helplessness that the crew endured. The story unfolds in your mind, each fragment of the last voice a chilling window into a world beneath the waves that humans are never meant to confront. You hear the final echoes of life and despair intertwining, the mechanical groans, the shuddering hull, and the cold, silent embrace of the deep that awaits all who venture too far. Each word, each sound, each pause is a thread in a tapestry of terror, building a narrative that grips your mind, refusing release, leaving a lingering dread that will not let go. The last voice message becomes a living entity, haunting the imagination, illustrating the raw, primal fear of being trapped, powerless, and alone against a force beyond comprehension. The ocean holds its secrets, silent and eternal, ready to consume any who dare listen too closely.